Hi there, welcome back to Athlon Metrics, where we do B2B SaaS teardown videos and try to identify a few conversion leaks that might be costing businesses a few $1,000s every single month. Today, we're going to be talking about Frizbit, which is basically a marketing automation software and basically allows you to utilize the web push notification, email, and text messages for your clients, right? So straight away, we can see that the title is very clear. Here clearly states what it allows you to do: collect, target, and bring customers back. And here more specifically says that it's basically a customer engagement platform for e-commerce and travel brands. And here it goes more in depth. However, straight away you can see that the actual image on the right side is cutting off a little bit of the word marketing, which is not great. Right, so in terms of like first impression, the prospect will not be impressed by this. So that is something that they could have done. Also, potentially they could have added some sort of social proof above the fold or credibility, whether that is a five-star reviews or anything like that, just to prove as soon as the um, prospect jumps on the page can be hit with that credibility element, because not every customer jumps scrolls down to the whole to the bottom of the page. Okay, most of them just get maybe to 50% of the page and then they just leave there. Okay, what they do well though is that they've got a good lure, as in they're asking for a contact detail. Okay, and the beautiful thing is as well is that they clearly give a reason to the prospect to sign up. They say that they're going to get 1 month free trial and 1 day of integration and the campaign setup. This is really good in order to incentivize the prospect to provide their contact details and potentially convert them later down the line through the email campaign. And then here they've got some credibility in terms of the amount of companies that they've served: more than 1,000, more than 1 billion users reached, and more stats right here. They do have some credibility here now in terms of the um, brand staff trusted this software to basically help them with the marketing automation. And we've also got some very high profile brands like Unilever. So this is really good in terms of credibility. And then they just go more in depth about how it all works. So you can go and scroll down this slider to check what's required for your business and all these features that they've got that might be of interest to you. Here, even more statistics that might be of interest to the prospect, which is really impressive. They say that they've got the highest click-through rate within all of online marketing channels, right? About 8.5%, and a double in terms of returning visitors with a higher conversion rate, which is really good. Another element of credibility being shown here in terms of the testimonials, and here this person clearly states how they've been able to increase their revenue with a higher ROI. And the beautiful thing as well is that they show the brand, the title of the person, and their name. So this is really strong credibility in terms of the results that they've been able to get to their clients. Here they've got more blog posts that you can go read. And here again, what they do, they try to collect your email again. It's very important to try and add multiple CTAs on the page in order to convert these prospects in terms of opt-ins. And then this ends the page, right? They've got more certificates and basically awards that they've got in order to exemplify their credibility once again. One thing that I would suggest though to increase to or handle any objection that a prospect might have is what is very common to add at the bottom of the page is a frequently asked questions section, and I can see that they do not have one. And having this section is very important in order to, as I said, handle the objections of the customer and potentially increase the number of opt-ins for any any trials, especially if it's being put right below this contact form. And also, just for completion, we can go and check the actual pricing page if they've got one. case studies. Right, okay, they don't really have a pricing page, which means that you're gonna have to actually talk to sales in order to get a quote. And I guess they're doing this to get more qualified leads, which is fine. But usually, showing the pricing will allow you to typically get a higher number of opt-ins because it'll be more transparent. Also, something I've just noticed here is not great. This is the UX is really bad because you literally, as soon as you click on the button, you cannot see the get started button. So this is something that I think the developer is just gonna have to fix. I didn't even notice it until I actually clicked on it. It is really bad, unfortunately. I'm not doing well here. But if we do click on get started, we can see a request to get a demo. Okay, so this is good. Uh, uh, Apart from the fact that obviously they've got a explanation of what's going to happen, which is good because they're managing your expectations as a prospect. However, first of all, the contact form is a bit too long, and also if something is not particularly required or mandatory, then it would be helpful to just remove it completely in order to increase your opt-ins as much as possible. For example, I can see that they are not required to provide the phone number, and here this text area is also not required. So by removing these two fields, I'm sure they'll be able to increase the opt-ins by a lot because this is what is typically seen with shorter contact forms. Also, another thing that they could have done is simply add a social proof element once again in terms of the brands that they worked with. But other than that, I think with a few more tweaks and modifications, I'm sure they can convert a lot more customers. But other than that, this takes us to the end of the video. I hope you guys liked it. And if you are a B2B SaaS founder and you would like to increase your conversions from free trials to paid users, I could help you. And to do that, you could click on the link down below in the description to book a call. Other than that, I hope you guys have a nice day. I will see you in the next video. Bye.